ask you to sit right away. Carol and Wayne, have you both come here today of your own free will to be married in front of these witnesses?
Yes.
Yes. We continue. Today we are gathered here with Carol and Wayne to celebrate their transformational movement in their lives as they join hearts and hands in love to become one in marriage. Your separate journeys have brought you here today to this intersecting place of great happiness and fulfillment. You have found your heart's desire in one another. You have discovered that one person within whom you recognize and love most completely. It is this beautiful connection that we honor today as you become married. The marriage convent is a mystical exchange of promise, intention, affirmation, and respect, and support for the rest of your life. The promise you make here today, these cherished words that speak of deep abiding love that you share, will see you through every storm and celebration to come. May the love that's called you here today grow ever brighter and more brilliant with each sunrise and sunset. Now, this is the part of the ceremony where I give you words of wisdom. Here are 5 factors that make a good marriage. Number 1 is communication. This is the blocks that make up the foundation of your marriage. It is the key that makes your marriage flourish. When one person speaks, the other must listen, while being silent and vice versa. Listen and silence have exactly the same letters that make them up. They're just arranged differently. Number 2 is trust. This is the mortar or the glue that bonds your foundation blocks of communication together. Trust will hold your marriage together, make it strong to weather any storm that will arise from time to time. Number 3 is invest. When you listen, you must pick up on the SOSs that the other is leaving behind. You will hear that SOS or that silent cry for help that the other is asking for, even if they didn't say a word. When you hear that SOS, take it on board and react with actions. It can be as simple as, I need help washing dishes, to picking up something at the store on your way home. In time, you'll be able to hone in on these things that make the other happy. When you do this for the other, do it without any expectations of anything or receiving anything in return. By doing this for each other, your marriage will become self-sustaining, and you're both to reap the rewards of a good marriage. As you both invest in each other, you will fan the flames to having a great marriage. Number 4 is humor. This is the key element to successful marriage. You can make the other laugh, regardless of the situation or circumstance, then you have a very special marriage. Laughter is powerful. It can reduce many of life's stressors that can be thrown your way. Be known as the happy couple. Laugh together and harness its joy. Number 5, and my favorite, is date night. Keep dating each other as you did in the beginning of your relationship. Make it quality time. Regardless of the activity you have planned, it could be a walk that leads to ice cream, watching a sunset with a glass of wine in hand, or if you prefer, sitting in a hot tub listening to a Blue Jay game. It really doesn't matter what you are doing as long as you're doing it together and it's meaningful. Let's talk about storms. In layman's terms, these are called arguments or disagreements. Every couple will have them from time to time. Everyone has heard the phrase, happy wife, happy life. I've taken this phrase one step further and coined it to be this. A man with a happy life has an understanding woman and a forgiving wife. Men and women's minds are wired differently in regards to emotion and needs. I want you both to listen carefully. What makes most women happy? Most men struggle with this question and have been since the beginning of time. It could be fine art, jewelry, ballet tickets, poetry, dancing, a romantic movie. Dogs. Maybe it's becoming a mother or an aunt or a grandmother. The answers are endless and quite complex for the most part. On the flip side, what makes a man happy? The answer is quite easy. Speaking of being one, show up naked, bring beer. I ask that you promise and make a tradition today that your lives will make every effort to listen to each other. Be each other's rock of support and laugh at whatever life throws your way. But most of all, never go to bed angry. Now you will raise and drink from these glasses. Toast your guests to this new tradition that you start here today. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Drink as much as you want. It's your wedding. You like?
Here, you want to sip of mine?
No, I won't do that. May these vows offered today bring you joy and great delight in one another for all the days to come. Carol, repeat after me. I, Carol, take you, Wayne,
I, Carol, take you, Wayne,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish
for the rest of our lives.
for the rest of our lives.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
Wayne, repeat after me. I, Wayne, take you, Carol,
I Wayne, take you, Carol,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for the rest of our lives.
for the rest of our lives.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
May you have the rings, please?
Yeah, Barb's got it.
These rings given today and received are tokens of the convent made this day between Carol and Wayne. Just as the circle of the ring has no beginning and no end, so too is their love which is unending. Just as the metal is strong and pure, so too is the bond between them which is certain and steadfast. Let these rings say to all, your commitment is deep and lifelong. Carol, repeat after me. Wayne, this ring is a token
Wayne, this is ringing as a token
of my faithfulness and love,
my faithfulness and love,
and a symbol that all that I have,
and a symbol that all that I have,
I share with you.
I share with you. We got it on earlier. What happened? You got some grease? Got it? No. I need my baby oil.
TMI.
There's that.
Stop.
Oh, look at me.
Leave it to Nat.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Can I go bring home?
No, just wait.
Wayne, repeat after me.
You're being such a good boy. Just wait.
Carol, take this ring
Carol, take this ring
as a token
as a token
of my faithfulness and love,
of my faithfulness and love,
and a symbol that all that I have,
a symbol that all that I have,
I share with you.
I share with you.
This one.
Today, Carol and Wayne, by joining hands, exchanging vows and rings, and expressing your intentions to build a future together, your lives are now transformed and merged into one. Carol and Wayne, you have desired and declared your love for each other and your hopes for the future. May your love continue to unite you so that you may be faithful to your vows that you've made this day, and may you live together in joy and in peace until the end of your lives. I now pronounce that you are husband and wife. May you seal your vows now with a kiss. So the practical part of the ceremony is complete. We'll fill out some paperwork and make it official. You can finish up your ring. The bride.